Hey, welcome, mate. How are you? You all right? Good evening, afternoon, everybody. It's getting dark. How are you, Justin? You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, mate. I'm all right. I'm glad we haven't had a show for a few weeks.
I'm fuming. It's like we just ignored the deck.
We'll probably beat City on Sunday, and they'll be back to the way things were before. Made me chuckle. Man United had their best run of form for 18 months. They won like 3 games.
To take so much, so much abuse from you both, and we don't have a chat for 3 weeks. Well, Liverpool have this mini crisis.
That's true. It's good. I'm really delighted.
Yeah.
But there we are. Who have Man United got this weekend?
We've got Spurs in the time to kick off.
That's tomorrow. Yeah. I'll be back from football for that. Oh, that's a nice game then. I'll have a look. Do you ever think we should do like the watch along commentaries? That could be quite amusing, couldn't it?
I fully accept that it is not out there. I am not the demographic that is aimed at. I totally get that I am not in that demographic, but at the same time, I do not understand how there is an industry out there for watching somebody else watch a football match. That is something special.
It is something special, but it's a big industry because there's a big industry in watching somebody else play video games. It's like, what's the point of that? Yeah. So ideas and make it an 18 rated show. Right, so what's your text? I've got a little secret. I've got a big Hail Mary coming from my team this week.
Oh wow!
Massive.
Well, should we do a bit of how the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, go on.
So how was
that? Let's do a bit. It's been alright actually. I started taking a risk or two last week as well. Right, so I share my screen. Entire screen here. Right, here it is. I've got to add it to the store. Oh my god, this is so hard. Add to the stage. There we are. Here's my screen. Right, so I've got 82 points. And I brought in Gabriel. I brought in Welbeck. I brought in Deckers. So they kind of paid for themselves. Right.
Okay.
I'm probably going to sit with the same squad this week, although if Neto's out, I don't think I've got him in. I'll have to check. I'll check that in a second. I'm not making any changes, but I'm going different on captain this week. And the thought, well, I don't know, I'll tell you, may as well. It doesn't actually matter.
So
that's last week. Week before was 41, so back to the normal dross. No, I couldn't have bought Declan Rice then. He wasn't there. Sharp was there. Ultimately, Rashad went out for somebody else. I'll look at that now. So 41 in game week 9, appalling week. Game week rank of 8 million. That was amazing. I made 3 transfers and a lot of transfers in the bank, if you remember last time we spoke. That's when I spent them.
Yeah.
Week previous, 63. That's kind of like what I'm aiming for. I had this guy on the bench. He hasn't looked like scoring or assisting. So I've
he's got a bit quiet.
Oh, Real Madrid are after him. Real Madrid are not going to want him. He's in my fantasy team now. He'll be lucky to stay in the Premier League next season.
Well, it's this odd thing that they've still been really good, though, haven't they? It's just that he's not been trying to point.
Yeah. And then I took Eze out for Royce. That was my. I took that before the Palace game because he keeps coming off after 60 minutes. And like Declan Rice plays all the time. He's probably technically playing further up the pitch. He seems to contribute more. Joe Pedro had to go because he was useful. Rangers, yeah, he had a good first game week, has done nothing since. Haaland's Haaland. Isaac got himself injured, so I had to take him out, and he hasn't really done anything to this point. Although I am very tempted to see if I can get Ekateki back in now that Liverpool are playing better. But I think before I worry about Liverpool, I'll see how they get on against City. And I think the fixtures get a little bit easier as well. So if they have a good result against City, then a win. I was going to say a win. They're at the Etihad. If they get out of that with a draw, which is normally how those games pan out, they always seem to be 2-2. Then I think we'd be like, okay, well we're not out of it yet, despite all the doom and gloom. But there we go. So that's probably I think it's probably the last time we spoke actually.
I think so, yeah. So yeah, that week. So I brought in that week. Joe Pen. No, I brought in. Well, do I share? Do you want to share my? Where's?
Yeah, that's all you need to do, mate. In the thing, there's a little should be a little share button down the bottom. It's a little screen with a plus in it.
Yeah.
And then here we go. Right.
There you go. So game week 7. So I got rid of. I've had a bit of a meh. I don't know what I definitely for a couple of weeks have had a bit of a moment with strikers. So this week I got rid of Joe Pedro and brought in Walter Martin. But I took 4 points that week because I got rid of Grealish. So Saka came back, so I thought I'd bring him in. Got rid of Grealish
straight away.
Try and get him before he started scoring points. But that's not the right week. And then, so that was all right. And we were talking about defenders, weren't we? So in that next week, I brought in Gabriel instead of Munoz. And
that's a good move.
Which was all right, but Munoz scored a decent amount of points too. I don't know in the end whether it was. I think I took the wrong player out. Really, I should have taken Senesi out because I've got double. I don't know how I've managed to do this. It's clearly because I don't think too far ahead, but I've got double. I've got this nightmare situation that I never like having, where I've got double keeper defender twice.
Right. Yeah.
I never like to have the keeper from the same team as the defender.
No, I try and avoid that too.
But I got it twice. I've got a Spurs pair and a Bournemouth pair. So that's a nightmare. So that's something I'm messing around. So with hindsight, I should never have got rid of Munoz. Probably I should have got rid of Senesi instead. Similar to you, I had a nightmare week. That was a horrible week, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a low-scoring week in general, I think.
Look at that. That is horrible. Half my points on the bench.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Can you believe? Yeah. I was like, God, there's no way they're going to keep it. I mean...
Yeah, but there's a few Spurs. Spurs and Leeds, is it? And Fulham? I can't quite see it on there.
What I've got...
No, I can see most of it. It's probably just my eyes are old. There, that's better.
Well, the worst bit is 23 points on
Van der Ven.
So that's horrendous, isn't it?
The thing is, he's hit and miss, right? Because to see his goal in the week, crikey, that was a good goal.
Yeah.
In the Champions League. Do you see it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh, mate. Go and have a look at his goal. His goal of the season. He'll probably win goal of the season. It's like something else. In fact, we should try and find it in a minute, right?
Oh my gosh, have we got licensing?
Well, they can come and shout at us if it's a problem, can't they?
So, yeah, so the ridiculous thing I've done, right, is I got rid of Joe Pedro to bring in Walter Martin, and then I brought Joe Pedro back because who were they playing? Sunderland. So I was like, Chelsea got a really decent run of fixtures coming up. So I was like, I'm gonna take Joe Pedro. In the week that Mateta had a banger, and then so I was like, oh, I picked the wrong player, and then I brought him. So I've had Joe Pedro in and out.
He's just been a bit off for me. He hasn't done an awful lot. I've gone for Neto in the Chelsea team. He's been doing very well, and he played very well against Wolves in the cup. I enjoyed that as well. So I've got Neto in there, although he's got a little warning flag on him now. What's that?
Is that the game you were at?
Yeah. And what's it? Delap got sent off for them in that game. But they're playing. Wolves have got Chelsea away tomorrow. So
that was a crazy game, wasn't it?
It was a crazy game. 3-2 or 4-3 it finished. 4-3 it finished.
So at the moment, my real suffering, although I'm playing the Okie Kokie with my strikers, my midfield is really suffering. I'm not picking up. Like, I basically have got, with the exception of Semenyo, who has stopped, like you said, stopped scoring, hasn't he? Like, none of my midfielders at the moment are picking up points.
Well, I had Rice last weekend, and that's the first time a midfielder's got me any points this season. But I think that's mainly, I often get a lot of points from midfield in years gone by, but it's always Salah, because he's technically classed as a midfielder, but he's not a midfielder. But anyway, that's why the points might normally come through those. Grealish has gone quiet. Everton have gone a bit there. They haven't got any strikers, have they? So they're not. There's no one to finish the chances for him. I've got Mbue, who I'm expecting big things from, and I've kind of picked him with a little bit of spite, because if he's in my team, he's going to be garbage, right? So I've put him in there, might make him captain. That's my big Hail Mary this week. It's like Haaland's got Liverpool, right? And I might regret it, but I'm going to pick a different captain this week to make a play, hoping that Virgil has him in his pocket. What's that?
Who's your captain this week?
Gabriel.
Oh, right, okay.
Gabriel. I was going to go either one of the Arsenal lot.
Right.
And I've done that. They've got Sunderland. They've got 8 clean sheets on the spin. I suspect it'll be 9. Right, so I'm like banking on that, and he's good for a goal. He's good for an assist. So yeah, that's my Hail Mary this week. Because if I'd have captained him last week, I wouldn't have lost out. But it's hard to see anyone stopping Haaland in truth, right? But at Liverpool, it's not a gimme. He's gonna. If they keep him quiet, then they keep City quiet, don't they? Is the crux of it. Or if they keep him out, they keep City out. So I'm taking a punt this week. This is my opportunity just to captain somebody else. But it's currently sat on Gabriel. And I'm in an R in now to see if I can get Van der... Who have Spurs got this weekend? Man United. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll leave Van der Ven alone. I'll stick with my Crystal Palace, who are home to Bournemouth. Roof's in goal. Hopefully he saves a penalty in a 1-0 will in a 1-0 or 0-0 draw. I'll take even.
But he Sunderland keeper though, yeah.
Yeah, Roof's best keeper in FPL.
Okay.
I might swap him out though. I've got Henderson, who's playing Brighton at home for Palace.
Yeah.
Then I'll have 2 Palace defenders. And I could put Van der Berg in for Brentford, and I could put Sensei back in for Bournemouth, but they got Villa away, and I think Villa will get a goal against them. So there we are.
Well, I went and picked Mateta last week as my captain, and then I got stung because Haaland outscored him, and I don't know. I'm reaching this point where, like, to try and bet against Haaland is so hard, isn't it? I'm not as optimistic about you as you are as to Liverpool's chances of keeping him out, if I'm honest.
No. Do you know what? I don't either. I think if there's a game, it's going to be, it would be City Arsenal or City Liverpool. Right? And I think he's got a tough game away at Newcastle, where Arsenal have also got, or Liverpool have got, an easier game. So it's just trying to, like, because everybody captains him. If you can switch it on the week he misses, because he's not going to score every single week, is he? Right? Even though he has done. Then it's an opportunity for me to gain some points, and that's my thought. And there's a little bit of, well, I don't know, unconscious bias. There's just a lot of bias in there. I want Liverpool to beat Man City.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. So I had a bit of a red, most leagues last week.
Yeah,
wasn't you are actually, you're catching me up, aren't you? That's not.
I'm trying. Yeah, that's the point.
Dearie me, I need to sort it out then.
Well, this is my gamble this week, because you'll be on Haaland. Hopefully he blanks. You might just decide to negate my move now, which is why I didn't want to tell you, by captaining Gabriel as well. Well, just defended me, you. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could block you, and you're okay. You can keep Gabriel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I have at the moment the captain's armband is on Haaland.
Saka as vice captain.
But Arsenal have got. Is it Arsenal? No, that's last week's points. Yeah, so they've got Arsenal and Sunderland. Yeah. They're not shipping, though, are they? They're not. They're doing really well, and it doesn't look like the teams. I mean, the real teams that are struggling is, well, Wolves is one of them, isn't it?
Well, mate, Wolves, they're gone, mate. For me, anyway, I can't see them staying up. I don't care who they bring in there. I know it's only 10 games and anything's possible.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a struggle for Wolves to stay up with 2 points after 10 games.
I think the problem is that they're obviously. I think it's almost like what happened with, and it's not from this, like maybe the last time Southampton went down, where there is only so long you can survive. Like, if you sell your best players every season, there's only so long that model works before you just plummet. And
well, yes, mate. When you're not replacing the players going out with quality, so you look at Bournemouth, who lost their entire back four to Real Madrid and Liverpool and various other people over the summer. But the players they've brought in are quality players.
Yeah.
What Wolves have bought, they're nowhere near Cunha and Altonori. Their left back, I can't remember his name now, but he just looks, mate, he looks like out of his depth, is the only way I can describe it. And that's me being maybe a little bit harsh, but when you sit there and watch it, it's like, it's not good. But then, new manager, we'll see what happens. They need, if Wolves are going to have any hope of surviving, they've got to win a couple of games before Christmas. 2 or 3 games before Christmas to get them back on track. But as you said, Burnley and Leeds, they're near the bottom, but they're not in the relegation zone yet. And Sunderland, well, they're halfway to 40 points. So
yeah,
out of all of them, they're probably the one that's likely to stay up the most.
So Ben had a good week.
Did he? Not yet. Yeah. So how's he doing?
So he got 78 last week.
Wow, that's good for Ben.
It's not bad, is it? So he got 78. He's got Rice and Caicedo, so he's picked up some decent points last week, didn't he? So The week before, he suffered the same as us, and he also had Van der Ven. So yeah, I feel your pain, Ben. And then he's had an okay time. He's climbing slowly, I think, isn't he?
It's very much a grind, this game, isn't it? It's like you're not going to win it, even if you get like 150-point week. You haven't won anything, because someone who just trundles along doing 70 every week will catch you if you're on 30s and 40s, when you're not on your 150. So yeah, I think it's a grind.
God, that 78 was with the wrong captaincy as well. So he captained Voltamato, who came off at half time. So yeah, that's a really good week he had, didn't he?
Looks like it, mate. Although he's
Go on.
No, I was looking at his midfield.
Similar
Again.
Yeah.
Rice and Caicedo, is it? They got double points, double figures. Yeah. Gabriel, Gahey. He's basically copied me, hasn't he?
So we're still in this thing where, I was looking at transfers. I haven't made any. But you look at like across the, across the positions, with the exception of Haaland, the points aren't in the strikers this year, are they?
No. And they haven't been.
It's like spurts, isn't there? There's like a couple of players have like a game, a handful of games.
Yeah.
But it definitely looks like this defensive contributions bit has bumped up.
Definitely.
The defenders and the midfield. But even then, like the weird thing is we've got there's no like Semenyo aside maybe, although he's slowing down a little bit, but like it's not running away with like the big signing midfielders. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I've fallen for. Like I got Saka and he's not been picking up points.
Well, he's been a bit injured as well, hasn't he? So he's like, often when they get injured, they're not coming back with the same intensity. I find it's like, but he's been injured. I won't bother picking them if it's their first game back, because they probably have their minutes managed. And
but if you look at that, if you look at that, there's 11 there, right?
Yeah.
And of that 11, like the vast majority of them are central midfielders who are not, they're not like free scoring central midfielders. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a pretty interesting, a bit of an odd season in that respect. So I think
it very much so, mate. Yeah, very much so, actually. Like even Haaland's only got 85. Also, only got 85 points. Well, he's only like 12 in front of Semenyo, and then Gabriel is on 68 points. So they are ramping up. Bruno Guimaraes, he's on 42. Mickey van der Ven. There's a lot. I'm looking at the top 10, the top scorers here, and it's Haaland, Semenyo, Gabriel, Van der Ven, Mbui, Declan Rice. Is it Mukalele? I don't know that name. I don't recognise that player. He must be a Sunderland player.
Sunderland, isn't he, I think?
Yeah, I think he is. And then Rodriguez, Bruno, Danny Welbeck. So yeah, it's a bit of a mashup, isn't it? Really.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a mashup. But I think like the actual player scores are probably a bit more inflated than previous years, perhaps. The people at the top who have done well with the early chips. How many chips have you got left to play?
I think I've got my bench boost.
Yeah.
What have I got left?
You've definitely got your bench boost, I think.
I got my bench boost and my triple captain, right? There you go.
You played your free hit, haven't you? I remember you played your free hit. I've only got the free hit left. Have you got your wild card, or have you used that already?
Wildcard I used.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna have to hold out now with. So the bench boost is a bit tricky.
It is tricky that. That's why I just went early with it because it's out the way. It didn't come off for me, and like if you'd have played it last week, you'd have been laughing, wouldn't you? Or there was a week in there where you had like 25 points on your bench. That's when you want to be playing it. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. So
yeah, it's just trying to get it so that it falls right with the players, isn't it? It's always a bit of a strain, but so yeah, I went a bit left field with Doku, and he's been a victim of pep roulette last couple. So I don't know. Yeah, at the moment I really have to. Although I've been playing, like I said, I mean messing around my strikers. Really, my midfield has been slipping a little bit. So I might have to make some changes there soon.
yeah. Yeah, well, as I said, I'm sticking with my squad for this week because it's like it'd be nice to have 2 transfers after the international break, just to in case anything needs mixing up a bit, injuries and other things. So I'll save this week. I know there's nothing dramatic. Even I think I could probably swap Neto out for one of my subs if needed, or I'm expecting him to play. But you never know, I guess. Yeah, so it's interesting. So no news this week. I'm not making any transfers. Are you gonna change your midfield at all?
So I have got a transfer. Like I said, I've got. So at the moment, I am not sure, and it probably. So I've got 2 things that really I'm not okay with at the minute. The first is, like I said, this double pair of. So I got a keeper and a defender from the same side twice, and I want to break that up, but there's something silly about making keeper transfers. I don't know what it is, but
it bugs you because you're not. They don't make any points, right?
Yeah.
It's not nice when you get stuck with a crap keeper, but it's horrible burning a transfer on. I just save it for the wild card. Play the other keeper.
So at the moment I am. So this is, I guess, my provisional for the weekend, but I got issues in midfield, and Doku is on my hit list because he's started to get rotated. But I do like. So you got Rice. I am contemplating getting rid of Saka and switching him for Rice because Rice is putting a much better in a minute, isn't he?
So he's taking the corners, and the goals they get from set pieces, they're all coming from him. So
that would free up some money for me to kind of share out elsewhere.
Yeah,
because it's like I save about 3 million on Saka, so that's what I'm thinking at the minute. But I don't know. So what I'm contemplating doing is just rolling it this week.
Yeah. Just regroup after the international break. That was my
Yeah, that's not a bad. Yeah, so
that's what I'm doing with my transfer. I'm not making any. I'll just get through this week and make a play with the captain and see what happens.
But this is my issue, is that because I've got a pair of this match, I can't, I've ended up putting Doku in, even though I'm not entirely convinced he's going to play, because I don't want to pair up a defender and a keeper. So I've definitely got to break that out because it's causing me a bit of a headache now with who I picked. So there we go. So all in all, in summary, I don't really know yet. And probably about 2 minutes to 11 tomorrow morning, I'll have made my 7th draft, and then swap a striker. Bring Pedro back another time.
go left field,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, the Pedro Neto is definitely like, you know, they've got a decent run of fixtures, haven't they?
They have.
If
They
you look
have.
at the FDR, there's
They got
a nice set of fixtures coming up.
Wolves, Burnley, Arsenal. Okay, fair enough. Leeds.
Maybe it was a little bit better. It was obviously.
It was a bit better a couple of weeks ago when I brought him in. Yeah.
So Palace have got a nice run.
So after this week, I'm going to be tempted. Obviously, I want to see how it goes. But you look at Liverpool there; they've not got a difficult game for 10 weeks after that. So it might be time to go and find, some money for Ekateki or Isaac or whoever happens to be playing. Gakpo's probably the most value in that Liverpool side currently.
Yeah, so look, if you look at the next, whatever that is, 10, is that 10 weeks in there altogether? That is 10 weeks. There we go. So we've got, like Liverpool, United, Arsenal, they've got a very decent run of fixtures.
Arsenal haven't got much green, but I'd expect them to win all the greys as well, in truth.
Yeah.
United, I think it depends on their form, but they're playing a lot better, aren't they? So,
I think with United, though, is they, for reasons I don't particularly know, but they just don't seem to be able to keep clean sheets in a minute. So attacking players is definitely
the United way to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but the real issue is that the person in form is Mbumo, who's going to be going to AFCON, isn't he? But
that doesn't happen until game week 16. So what does that take us up to? That must take us up to Christmas on there, does it?
Yeah, it's middle.
No, it's not that far away then, right? So I've got Mbumo, and I'm going to stick with him. I'll given that that thing, I'll probably stick with him until he leaves, and then I'll have to swap it out. But I'll have transfers available for that week, so you can go with that. But then I wonder how price rises work when that happens as well, because there's going to be a load of people with those free transfers ditching. So it might. I'm just thinking, I don't know how that's going to work. It might be wise game week 16 to go early on your transfers, so you don't lose out on prices going up.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, because or the drop.
Or the drop, right? If you're still holding him like 3 days later, it's like
Yeah, actually, that is. I mean, that's the thing is, there's this issue then of like having to make sure who is a potential issue. I don't think I got any African players. Not that I don't have any issue. There's no issues there, but Oh no, Semenyo. So Semenyo for me is the risk of like it'll be. I mean that is a bit catastrophic actually, isn't it? Because if you've got a lot of value in, I think I've got a lot of value in Semenyo because I think I've had him.
Yeah, but you haven't got to get rid of him if you don't. Or you just bench him and wait for him to come back, which is what I've done in years gone by. That was a strategy I took with Salah. I didn't sell him because I'd had him from the start of the season.
Yeah. But I guess there's a problem if you've got a handful. Yeah. So I've got I have got 0.4 that I'd lose there if I had. So I probably am stuck. Like it will mean I'll have to keep him.
Yeah.
During that period. So I don't know what to do. It's like I mean the best thing really is to do nothing.
Yeah. So I think sometimes that is the best thing. Just leave it be.
Yeah.
Just leave it be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mate. I'll have to draw this to a close soon. I feel like we've had a good chat about United and their little glory run, and now the table has turned again, and Liverpool are going to keep themselves well above them in the league.
Right. I mean, you have had like it's one game, right? Like it is mad how like you've won one game now, and all of a sudden you turn the corner.
2.
Right.
But you only won 3, and he's the best manager since sliced bread. Football's fickle, isn't it? It does make me laugh. In fairness, Slot's the worst manager in the world because he lost 4 games on the spin, or 5. Well, a bit more than that one with all the cups in there. 4 league games on the spin. Season's gone. Season's over. There's still like 82 points to play for. if Liverpool get 82 points, they'll have 100 points. It's not done yet. Do you know what I mean?
They're definitely going to. It's difficult to see them getting chased out. Although it is still. I mean, it's only 6 points, right? And like you and I are old enough to remember a handful of teams who've thrown away bigger leads, isn't it? So
well, Liverpool have done it. Arsenal have done it themselves, right? They've got form for doing it. It's Arsenal. You could argue that Sunday's game with Liverpool Man City is the title decider, given how useless Arsenal are at holding on to. I like being controversial, holding on to leads, right? So Sunday's game could be a big deal.
Right.
Look, we're all old enough to remember lots of teams throwing leads away, but it's October. I don't think you can worry about that until Christmas. And it was Christmas last year. Arsenal kind of gave up chasing Liverpool. I don't think Man City, because Man City and Liverpool are better. They've had more success, not better. So wrong word. They've had more success than them, and they won't give up. Neither of them will give up at Christmas like Arsenal did last year. And if they hadn't given up last year, Arsenal would have. They'd have been in with a shout because the pressure keeps building. The pressure was off then, and when the pressure's off, it was easier for them to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, mate. Right, I have to dash. It's been a pleasure. I'll drop you a message in the week anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well,
have a good weekend, mate. Yeah, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Nice one.
Bye, buddy. Bye.